I got to tell you, as human beings, we intuitively know this. We may not have reasoned it out. We may not have thought these things through, but intuitively, we know that this must be the case. And when you say, well, I don't agree with this or that, once again, you're getting back into a moral dilemma that people just want to exclude God because they have their own moral failings. I'm going to read you something about the principle of causality. The principle of causality shows that being can only be caused by being, and that nothing can be derived from nothing. Logically, the principle of causality cannot be denied without violating the principle of non-contradiction. Okay, we remember non-contradiction, and we talked about that, and then Avicenna said that if you deny the law of contradiction, take them outside and beat them, right? You can't deny the law of non-contradiction. Similarly, we have that dilemma here. This states that if something cannot come about by nothing, then something also cannot be caused by what could be nothing. A contingent being, in other words, a contingent being cannot be caused by another contingent being. This camera case is a contingent being. It could not have been caused by something else that's contingent, like this speaker, or like Charlie Garrett, or like anything else. Whatever is contingent must have been caused by a necessary being. That's no doubt about it. The principle of causality demonstrates that. Okay, now I'm going to bring this point up again later because it's a very important point. But if you are a Jehovah's Witness, or if you have listened to those people and you've been influenced by them, understand that they say that Jesus Christ is a created being. Okay? And yet Jesus Christ created all other things. That would simply be impossible. The principle of causality demonstrates very clearly that there is one causer and everything else comes from that one causer, or that necessary being. There's no intermediate steps. This cannot create this. Charlie Garrett cannot create something else. I'm a caused being. Okay? For me to claim that I'm not a caused being then puts me in the place of God, a necessary being, and obviously I'm not a necessary being, and neither are you. So please understand that that's a very important point, is that God is a necessary being. He is an uncaused cause. And we've demonstrated that because we are here, the universe could not have been eternal, and it must have come from something. So you see the logic there. I hope you do, and you can try to find all kinds of arguments against it, but it is a sound argument. It just is, okay? Here, what is meant by the portion in asterisks? I'll read you a couple points. Being exists. This exists, I exist, go look in the mirror. Being exists. Being must have been caused by being, okay? Nothing can come from nothing. Something cannot be caused by nothing, okay? B, anything that exists cannot come from something that could not exist. This could not exist. It could just not ever have been created. It just could be nothing, right? It could not exist. Therefore, nothing can be created by this, because this could not exist. It's not able to create anything else. Anything that exists cannot come from something that could not exist. Every created thing, this, me, this, whatever you call that thing, this pen, every created thing could not exist. Therefore, there must be a being which must exist. A being which could not exist. And I hope you understand that. If you don't, listen to this a couple times and think on it. Don't just take it as a given, though. You know, you want to think this through. It's not wrong, and I assure you it's not wrong, but don't just take things blindly. Think them through. This could not exist. It could not have created anything else, and it must have been created by something that could not exist. A necessary being, okay? There is a creator, and there is one step between the creation and the creator. There's no intermediate steps, okay? Let me read you what the Bible says. Also, he, this is speaking about Jesus, by the way, he is before all other things, and by means of him all other things were made to exist. That's the Jehovah's Witness Bible. They inserted words in there, in order to make a point about their bad theology. Here's God. God created Jesus. Jesus is the archangel Michael. Michael created everything else other than himself. Impossible. All right? The correct translation is he is before all things, by him all things were created, and by him all things exist. Now that's a misquote by me, but in other words, there is one creator and then the creation. There is no intermediate step, and it cannot be otherwise. So please understand that. If you're ever talked to by somebody that says, oh, there's a being that created another being, and I don't care what, whether it's Hinduism or whether it's the Jehovah's Witnesses, it is not possible. There was a creator, and then there is the creation. And what does the Bible say? It says, I am the Lord, and there is no other. Apart from me, there is no God. It's that simple. Okay, that's today's lesson. Please think on it. Don't be misled by people that make up all kinds of goofy things about infinite regresses or about creators that create other creators. It's not possible. All right? Be sound in your thoughts about God. One God. Only one God. Okay? Have a nice evening.